Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the test account, and that is right guys, the dimensional heroes are up. So first we're going to go through the very first dimensional, which is Amelia. We're going to be looking at the skills and abilities that she possesses, and we're going to be able to see the actual numbers. That is really the big thing guys, to see exactly how it's going to work with signature item and with the furniture. So looking here, the essence of the spiritual arts user, again, this is one that we have seen before. Amelia cannot gain energy by attacking, getting attacked, or through any other methods. So that pretty much locks her out of any other methods, which we wanted to know about. She starts the battle with 1,000 energy and will immediately cast an ultimate to summon Puck to assist her. Using her ultimate skill does not cost energy, but while Puck is present, she will lose 100 energy per second. 1,000 energy, 100 every second, meaning that we're going to have this ability up for 10 seconds in total. When the energy reaches 0, Puck goes to sleep. While Puck is summoned, it will continuously fire ice crystals in the area with the most enemies dealing damage. Now this is very important guys, because grouping up these enemies, it's going to be huge when it comes to the damage amplification aspect that she is going to have to all targets, and inflicting a frost effect for 6 seconds. Each time a target with the frost effect takes damage, they will take extra damage equal to 350% of the attack rating. Enemies can only trigger this effect once every 2 seconds. While Puck is asleep, she gets 150 energy every time an allied hero uses an ultimate, as you can see here. So it's going to require a couple ultimates to get it built up again until Puck comes back again for those additional 10 seconds. Extra damage goes to 450 guys. Enemies that take damage from frost become frozen. Huge damage, huge crowd control, absolutely going to be amazing in there. Looking at the ice flower, she calls upon the mana in the air and freezes all enemies for 0.1 to 1.5 seconds. The lower the current health of the enemy, the longer they are frozen. But look at this, 2 to 4 seconds guys. Awesome crowd control ability. If an enemy is immune to big control effects or are already frozen, they will instead take 400% of the attack rating. Very, very cool to see. Lesser Spirit Blessing. She receives a Lesser Spirit Blessing and creates a blessed zone for 8 seconds. Allied heroes in the zone will recover health equal to 120% of the attack rating. So it doesn't really seem like she's a very strong mage, but she has a lot of crowd control abilities, which I definitely like. So this is going to be a health recovery. The blessed zone is expanded. Allied heroes in the zone gain 30 haste. Going to be interesting to see if she goes forward. Allied heroes outside of the zone receive half the effect, which again is still going to be pretty good because she is going to provide haste to those heroes. Then the final one, guys, is of course the Great Spirit's Might. If she dies, Puck goes on a rampage, which again, a lot of players have said this is in the anime where he just goes nuts, which is very cool. Freezing all characters on both sides, damaging everyone for 400% of the attack rating, plus additional damage equal to 10% of the health lost by all enemies, up to 600% of the rating. Allied characters will only take 50% of the damage after a 0.5 second delay. If Amelia is the only surviving allied hero, she will become immune to the fatal damage and invincible, and this will trigger immediately. This effect can only be triggered 1 time per battle. So interesting there. Now the base damage is increased to 500%. Additional damage is increased to 20% of the health lost, up to 800 of the attack rating, guys. Scaling very, very high. When the Great Spirit Puck goes on a rampage, allied heroes no longer take damage from this skill. If Amelia is the only surviving allied hero, she will recover all her health. This is going to be an absolute requirement when it comes to the plus 60 engraving. Allied heroes no longer take damage from the skill. This means she could even go as a sacrificial lamb on the front side of an enemy formation, triggering this ability, which would be huge, guys. Signature item is, of course, the green crystal. Defense rating of frozen enemies is reduced by 20%. Enemies lose 50 energy per second. After coming out of being frozen, enemies' defense rating is permanently reduced by 25%. Boss fights, it can stack 2 times, guys. If it stacks 2 times, that's a big defense reduction, which again makes me think boss fights. This is going to be huge as long as it works. When an allied hero other than Amelia deals damage to a frozen enemy, allied hero recovers 100 energy points, which again is going to be huge because the energy regeneration aspect in there. This hero is the one that I've been most excited about. Then looking at the furniture, the energy consumption while Puck is summoned is reduced to 50 from 100, guys. That doubles the duration of Puck, making the 3 of 9 furniture absolutely while Puck is asleep. The energy Amelia recovers when an allied hero uses the ult goes to 200, which means 5 ults. Puck will be back for that 20 seconds again, making this an absolute requirement to build her out, guys. 309.60 is going to be the requirement for her. Super, super excited to see her in combat. And I cannot wait to see Puck in here, guys. Let's go ahead and check it out. The question, does she go front? You know, there was the AoE. Again, look at the haste that she provided right there. So she does not move. That is really important to note, guys, is that she is stationary. The big reason for that is because of this aura. So the aura is going to stay right there. Was the freeze ability, depending on the amount of health that they had lost. So you can see, guys, there's no energy regeneration rate here because my 2 targets up front do not ult. But when we first get in there, she will ult. It is the very first thing she does. Boom, there's the ult. There is Puck. Not a ton of animation effects with Puck. Honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed with the animation, but the overall abilities seem very solid. Let's check out the arena, the Guardian. I'm going to pull everyone together with Brutus. Let's pull them together with Skarath. I'm thinking we'll do the invade right there. And let's put Tarnos in here. I want to see, because remember, guys, the area with the most heavily dense enemies. And there we go. So there's the ultimate. Puck comes right up, putting all the targets together. Look at the crowd control, guys, right off the bat. She literally just crowd controlled the entire formation. I want to see where this damage comes in, because she has a big, big haste aura in there as well, guys, which is going to be huge. That is going to be awesome. Look at that. Almost 4 million damage in there. Wow. That is really, really cool to see. Overall, guys, I am super impressed with the hero. I knew looking at ReZero and looking at some of the heroes, figuring out like the skills and abilities, watching some of the anime, that these heroes were going to be huge. And she is actually going to be huge, guys. She is a primary control, but a lot of damage in there. She's a buffer. She's an energy buffer. She's an energy disintegration hero. She really does have the total package when it comes to the heroes, guys. Super excited to see her in combat and how effectively she works with other teams. I can also see a lot of teams utilizing her, let's say with the awakened version of Belinda in there for the haste buff, but also running Palmer in there. Again, this hero is going to be huge, guys. So that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.